Hi, this is Kate from Kate Forman Yoga, and today we are going to talk about ways that you can help increase your wrist strength. So, one of the things that people struggle with the most isn't necessarily like the flexibility part of yoga or the strength part of yoga, but like the wrist discomfort that happens in a vinyasa yoga class. So whether that's holding a plank pose or working on an arm balance like crow pose, your wrists need so much mobility in order to do these poses effectively without discomfort. So this class is going to teach you a few exercises you can do just to kind of like keep the mobility that you have and then work on strengthening your wrist to help increase potentially the mobility or just the strength in general of the wrist joint. So what you're going to do first is you're going to grab a yoga block. You don't have to have a yoga block, but just like it's a little bit easier to do this. It's like a nicer position for the arm. You're going to rest your right forearm on the block. Your left hand's gonna pin down the forearm. You're gonna make a fist. And we're just gonna do circles with that right wrist, but controlled circles. You don't wanna just kind of like fling the arm around, right? Because if you do that, you can see the forearm is the thing that's moving here, right? It's not the wrist. It's not just the wrist. So we wanna be able to control the wrist joint by itself without letting the forearm kind of join the party. So you're gonna pin that right forearm down. You're gonna bring your fist towards your face. Bring it over to the left, down, through center, over to the right, up, through center, over to the left, down, through center, over to the right, up, through center, then you're gonna reverse it. Now again, notice if your forearm starts to kind of turn inwards at all or any kind of wiggling, you're trying to just isolate the wrist. It's not that easy. So we're gonna reverse it. You're gonna go up, to the right, down, come into extension, so your wrist is kind of stretching through the forearm, and then to the left, up into flexion, so the wrist is coming towards your face, over to the left, the right, and then down, center, to the left, up, center. Okay, go to the other side. Same thing here, pin that left forearm down, bring the fist up, go to the right, down, through center, to the left and up, through center, up, to the right, down. Whoop, my left forearm wants to join the party there. Go down, to the left, up, through center. Then we'll reverse it. You're gonna be in flexion, so the fist is coming towards your face. To the left, go down, through center, to the right, go up, through center and up, to the left, down, to the left, through center, to the right and down, to the right and up, and then through center. And right away, my wrists feel intense. Like you can feel those muscles. The next thing we're gonna do is little wrist push-ups. So if you like something for your knees, you can grab a pillow or a blanket, and you're gonna come onto your hands and knees. You're gonna have your wrists right underneath your shoulders. Your knees are gonna be right underneath your hips. And then you're gonna use the wrists, and you're gonna think of pulling your wrists off of the ground and then down. So what I don't want to see is just kind of like bending the fingers to get the wrists up. You want to actually be kind of thinking of like a string attached to the front of the wrist, pulling it up off of the ground. So you're going to be engaging the muscles here. It's an isometric kind of feeling, meaning that it's very internal. I'm not going to necessarily see if you can do it right, but that's the idea here, is it's a very internal strength. So you're lifting the wrists up, trying to pull up, and then setting them down, controlling the whole way. Like, yes, your knuckles are going to bend, but that's not what's guiding the movement. The wrists getting pulled up and off the ground, go for a few more times, is what's doing it. One more time. And then set it down. You don't need to do a lot to feel this. Like, shake your wrists out. It should feel pretty intense. There are a lot of other wrist exercises that you can do to increase the mobility so that plank pose and crow pose and stuff feel a little bit better. So if you want to see those, drop me a comment and let me know. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos. You can follow me across all social media platforms at Kate Forman Yoga. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.